Hi, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Can I have some investigators on my team? If you'd like to join my investigation team, please comment down below. However, can I have all of you chime in and help me out? How did Tiffany become a cast member on the show? Based on your recollection, based on what you know, how does Tiffany and Melody know each other? Put down below in the comments everything you know about the Tiffany Melody relationship, the start of it, where they met in business, Chamber of Commerce, whatever you think you know. I also want to address really quick, and then I have to go, and we'll catch up with this later on. I know a lot of people say, you know, Melody Miss Melody that, Melody this, Melody's name is always in somebody's mouth. And I understand that. And I feel so bad that it is like that. But it's almost quite natural that that would be so. Melody is the star of the show. Melody did start this show, her and Martell. If it wasn't for Melody, and Martell, this show wouldn't exist. They did pitch an original idea to Carlos King. He didn't want that idea, and so they went with something else. He told her with the original cast that she had to choose an ensemble, which is where the Scotts come in, the original cast, the original people, Marceau, Letitia, Kimmy, and Maurice. We understand how they became cast members of the show. Okay, so Destiny, Carlos King's production, met her and LeBaric at their magazine shoot. There was a party for Mel and Martell when they had a magazine shoot, and they did an after party, and the producers liked Destiny and her husband. That's how they became members of the show. Okay. And they asked them to come around more to film, and boom, they got on the show. Now, with Tiffany and, Stormy, we know that their connection, everybody's connection is Melody. Okay. And so it is unfortunate that her name is in everybody's mouth, but it wouldn't be no other way, because she is the root of every, relationship. Carlos King doesn't know these people personally. So it all stems from Melody. Okay. And so the production piece is different nowadays because the show is already in, publication and production. So the people that's added on now is going through a different process as to what the Scots 1.0 and 2.0 went through. You understand? And so nowadays it's Melody introducing, bringing up a person, a couple to Carlos King. They discuss this information. Melody says what they have to bring to the show, because it's discussed with her, I'm almost certain. And, she discusses it with Carlos, and they take it from there. I don't believe that Carlos actually meets, these people until after the conversation is made with Melody more so. Probably not even Martell. But I believe, the main producer, I don't know if it's executive producer or whatever her, their title is. But however, they do have say in the show. The last say is Carlos's. You understand? The way that he cuts up the show, the editing and all that is his final say. He, has the final say of who comes on the show, but Melody has a lot to do with who comes on the show because, Carlos is trusting her word because she is the one that has personal relationships with these people, not Carlos King. You understand? So conversations are had based on what Melody tells Carlos that they have to bring to the show. You know, he goes with it. If it looks like a good fit or if they can bring it in a different storyline, in a different direction, because we know he's already indicated he doesn't want the show to get stale. He doesn't want, things to draw out the way we've seen it, as i.e. the boys trip. We never got a resolve with that. We never got a closure with that. We know the boys trip happened. We know it was a real thing. We know Ariane brought that storyline to the show. We heard the guys. We didn't hear anything from Letitia about her husband with the linebackers. The storyline really was based on Maurice, and Kimmy, and, what Kimmy's saying, that cheating was not an option for her. And then she backtracked, knowing that they weren't married at the time initially. But, it was good TV. The coming attractions had us believing that, you know, um, that Kimmy was going to do something. Although we knew she couldn't have been married at the time. But again, she flipped it, she backtracked. Again, she had, people really pissed off at her because they really thought, she was about it. And she, was going to put her foot down. However, that did not happen. We saw how long that storyline played out. You understand? The situation with, Tiffany coming on saying about the vaping of the kid. We saw how that storyline played out. Evidently somebody was thinking, I don't know if it was Melody or Carlos, that these people were boring, that they needed a boost in their story. Okay. And so where this information came from is a mystery. I don't know. I don't know if, Tiffany, just called Melody up with this information, or if Melody considered her for the show before that and thought that would be a good addition when Tiffany told her what she had. I don't know. It's a mystery. You guys chime in and let me know what you think about this situation. So the boys trip, carried out for a long time, the situation with Monster and the vaping, carried out for a long time. The situation with her seeing LeBarrick with a girl thinking it was destiny. Where did all that sum up from? Where did all that initiate from? Did Tiffany, initially tell Melody when, did Tiffany ask to be on the show, or did Melody invite Tiffany to be on the show after knowing her, from the chambers years before that? Because we saw at the pajama party, you guys can look this up if you want to. Tiffany said, saying, I can't word for word, but, mentioning her and Mel's inception relationship when they met is like going back to when she was a child or something of that nature. I'm definitely going to pull that up. But however, they had knew each other in the past. So how did she get on the show? Did Melody call her up to be on the show, or did Tiffany call to be on the show? Let's get into that, guys. And so these are the things we're talking about. So right now we're building a story as to where and how Tiffany became a cast member on the show, and the origin of their relationship. Okay, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.